Capitano, and can you tell the audience your name?
I'm Barbara Sanchez, and I'm the secretary of the committee to save Mount Manresa.
And what can you tell the people about what the goal
people are
is
coming
and
around
what's
this way.
happening now?
Yep.
So Mount Manresa is 15 acres of ready-made park. The Savo brothers, who have purchased the property, went in and massacred all the trees, and their intention is to destroy all the historic buildings in there. We're angry, and we want Staten Island to be angry too. This is a pristine piece of property on Staten Island. Overdevelopment is going to choke us, and we need to start standing up for ourselves. The builders are building on the wetlands, they're building on any property that's available, and they're not considering the public interest.
And what is the progress? I know it's in court right now.
Right.
So what's the progress of that?
Well, we're in appeals, and we go back to court soon, and we have to hope for the best, but we really, more than the courts, we need our elected officials to represent us and represent the needs of the community.
And have you been getting any help from the elected officials?
They all sympathize with us, but when it comes to action, it's not happening. They're telling us there's nothing that can be done, and I can't sit back and believe that. There has to be something that can be done. The public interest needs to be addressed.
And what else are you doing now? Because I know you go to different locations to let people of Staten Island know that Mount Manresa is in danger of going by the wayside of being extinct. And do you feel that the Jesuits is really, and the Savo brothers are really not working with the people of Staten Island? They're taking part of Staten Island history?
Well, the Jesuits, they've left us. They totally left us defenseless. They didn't care about the community, and they sold it to the Savo brothers for the highest amount of money. The Savo brothers came in, they promised to be sensitive to the community and the history of the buildings, and they have no intention of doing that.
And what has taken place now at Manresa? What's happening here now?
The Savo brothers have come in and they massacred all the trees on the property. They came in and destroyed, clear-cut every single tree there. There were hundreds of old-growth trees. They've destroyed it, and now they're getting ready for demolition of the buildings.
And I know that as they were cutting the trees fell down on the grotto. And to me, the grottos and Mount Manresa is a religious place, and I'm surprised that Archdiocese have gotten involved, and have you gotten hold of the Archdiocese?
The Cardinal said he has nothing to do with it, has no interest in helping us. He said he would not stand in the way of the sale. They basically walked away from the chapel and the grotto.
One day without a plan review?
Did we ask for an audit?
No, we didn't know that. Let's do that.
We could ask for an audit.
An audit.
And they waived the fees.
audit
How
of
come
what?
they waived the
Department of
fees?
Buildings.
Oh, he didn't want to
You
hear
asked-
us.
She knows everything.
We did
Okay,
it.
let's
We
do
did
that.
it.
We didn't ask if
Let's
we
do
did.
that.
We can ask him.
No help.
They waived the fees. Why? You take this glasses off.
Hewlett? Is the audit
Why are
part
we
of
here
Hewlett?
today? Tell them why we're here. That's the most important thing. Why we're here. Tell them why.
We're
It's really
here
about-
because we would like to see legislation enacted. We're not going to close our eyes until Staten Island is fully protected from this type of situation ever happening again. Okay? Not-for-profits are supposed to do their business in full transparency, not with confidentiality clauses. We want full disclosure at all times. The people deserve a window of opportunity. Enough time when a sale is being considered. Is this not justified that public, private, the city, the state can come in and cobble a deal so this could be saved? That's what's lacking here.
Letitia, can I ask a question? Every single elected official relevant to this battle to save Mount Manresa has vowed their support to save it. How can it be in a democratic society that if every elected official wants this to be saved, It's not safe.
Right.
It's
All for us,
destroyed.
but where are they?
Is it the democratic system that isn't working? Or are elected officials powerless to fight the forces that have caused this destruction? And it's obscene. It's intolerable, and I cannot believe it happened, but I can see it with my own eyes, so I know it's happened. But can you explain that?
So I really can't answer that question.
No, seriously.
No, I
But
really
you can.
I
All
don't.
right.
I don't
She
know
says she can, she
why.
doesn't.
I don't know why. All I know is.
Pardon my
No,
emotionalism,
that's
but
okay. No,
but-
I support your emotionalism, and believe me, oftentimes when I see the destruction of landmarks in the city of New York, I too get.
But what does it say
animated.
about our elected officials who seem to be powerless to defend us, to protect us? We've elected you folks to protect our community, but you were unable to do it in this case. There may be a perfectly reasonable explanation, but for God's sakes, please tell me what it is.
So I don't know at one point in time. I mean, you have to go back in history as to what happened here. But the reality is the question is, what do we do going forward? And this really should not happen.
Overdevelopment.
And this
We
really
can't
should not
breathe on
happen
this
again.
island.
Manresa, no more.
breathe
This
here.
is
We
really
can't
about.
breathe.
This is a
history
textbook
is this.
of how not to do
is that
development
we
in
have
the
a
city of New York.
corrupt system,
That's right.
and you have nothing but lip service
Right.
from your elected officials.
Yes, that's it.
That's all you got. They didn't really step up on this issue.
Well,
You have a corrupt system and a bunch of corrupt officials behind it. You need to change the system, and that's what this group is going to do. I can sense it all over Staten Island.
That's right.
Believe me, I've been there before.
And he knows.
I fought the installation of the jail when Koch was the mayor. It was a corrupt deal. And it caught fire, and we stopped it because everybody on Staten Island knew it was a corrupt deal. And that's what this is, a corrupt deal.
well, I'm trying to find out what is happening behind the scene that our elected officials are unable to detect or determine. That's what I want to know.
So
Okay,
let me
so
let me just say this.
Let's see a
Let me just say this.
Please.
At some point in time, you're going to have to pull back all of the, go back to history, and to the point in time when this started. I don't know the relationships. I don't know the deals. I don't know the backstory. I don't know any of that. All I know is that I'm for preservation and I'm against overdevelopment.
Thank you.
And I believe,
Thank you
and I'm
very
thank
much.
you.
And you're
Thank
here.
you
And
very
you're
much.
here.
And I'm for transparency and for democracy.
Thank you.
You all know my history. I
Yes.
fought against Atlantic Yards. I just fought against them the other day. And that too was a corrupt project.
Yes.
And
Yes,
so
we know.
the reality is that we all got to stay together. We got to make sure going forward this just does not happen again, and that we protect the character of the neighborhood,
Yes.
and the character of Staten
And
Island.
there's
But
something
you know
more
what?
we could do. Enough.
The land, we still want to save it.
we
The
want to
trees are
save
down,
it.
but we still want
We
to
don't
save
want
it.
250 townhouses. We
No,
don't
we're not
take
giving
it.
up. We're not
We're not.
giving up.
We're
That's
not.
why we're here.
Yes.
That's
Thank
why
you.
we're here.
Letitia, we need Mayor de Blasio to pay attention to what's going on at Mount Manresa. Those 400 townhouses that they are going to put in there are going to destroy Staten Island. We need someone to stand up for our rights. It's not about R32 zoning. It's not what was there already. It's about what's happening now on our island. That zoning was put in there a long time ago. The people that were supposed to do their jobs did not do their jobs, and we're sitting here about to choke to death.
That's right.
We need somebody to stand up for us, and we're asking you to help us. We need Mayor de Blasio to please come to Staten Island and pay attention and stop giving us lip service. We're done. We're tired, and we need our elected officials to represent us the way that they're supposed to.
Yes.
Yes.
It comes next to the
So
restaurant to have a pizza.
I will convey the message to Mayor Bill de Blasio, but I
Thank
hope
you.
all of us would join in calling upon the mayor and any other elected official to assist us in preserving that which is left. You don't need 400 townhouses.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's going to overwhelm this neighborhood.
Thank you.
And traffic overall. And
Yes.
it's going to have a very
And they're gonna
adverse
sneak
impact
them
on
in,
the
too.
quality of air.
They're doing 250 now, they're gonna do another 250. And I know the mayor lives there also.
Yes.
And
For now.
Prospect Park, for now. Prospect Park, in order to create the same density that would be here, Prospect Park would need 10,000 houses in it. Imagine adding 30,000 people to Park Slope.
She's our architect, she knows.
Why is that what we call 911? Nobody showed up there when they cut down the trees. Who are they calling before? Why they were not showing up?
400-year-old
Who are they
trees.
listening to? The Savo brothers?
Letitia, you can tell Mayor de Blasio that what we're calling for here is an investigation. We want a special prosecutor.
Yes.
We want a grand jury called and to take testimony under oath to get to the bottom of what this
Thank you. Yes. Shine a light in the dark place.
Thank you. To say that all of us need to come together
Yes.
and call for these changes going forward and put forth what our demands are. Okay? But I've come out here to let you know that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, that's what needs to be done. Like I said, get behind the scenes to find out just how this happened, so that we can tell the whole community of Staten Island what is happening behind the scenes, that their elected officials are unable to save this because we have to know why they're unable to do it.
So it doesn't happen again.
No, and we're not going to stop fighting until we find out what happened.
truth.
Absolutely.
What is the
Officials
truth?
never started any formal application, ULURP application, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Why they didn't start? We want an answer.
Right. That's really the question.
Why? We want an answer.
What should we have to do?
How do we do an order? The building department here is corrupt. They are so corrupted. This building department.
Anybody, they could have all started the ULIT. Why do we have to do it?
Now we did have.
Now we have to do
You
it.
just said it.
Yeah.
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everybody knew. They all knew.
Yeah, we could have started it 2 years ago. The community board could have started it.
Yeah.
An elected official doesn't
They
necessarily
sat back. They sat back because they were get their reason. They sat back. They sat back. Thank
All
you.
right,
Get your
okay.
shit.
Public
Get
Act
to
has
where
to
you
go,
gotta
but we'll relay whatever you guys
no, that's
have to.
true. I mean,
Thank you.
it doesn't. I mean, listen, everyone. We're sitting back and we're waiting for elected officials. You know, oftentimes it's people go first and leaders follow.
Well,
so it's really.
Well, that's what happened.
Yeah, our numbers are growing.
Done deal before.
Thank
That's
you.
all we heard.
13,000 signed the
Done deal.
petition.
So we came out, and now they came out with us only to get elected, and that's all they came out for.
If there's thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
The community is begging that this not to happen.
I can hear, I can feel the emotion. This is the disappointment, the anger. I understand it. I really
Thank you.
Understand.
Thank
Done
you.
it.
Been
And
there all
I've
along.
been there, and to see what's happening to this beautiful, beautiful house, the history, the history of Staten Island. I mean, it just breaks your heart.
And the people who live here. And thank you to your staff as well, who've been there from the beginning.
Thank
Woo!
Letitia,
Yes, sir.
are we going to be able to save these buildings?
I don't know.
We don't know.
They already cut the water off.
Permits to destroy